All right, everybody, welcome back. You know we love to dive deep, and today we're all about escaping the soul-crushing slowness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially in the business world.
Yeah, that grind, it gets to everyone.
Exactly. And our deep dive today, well, it all comes from a fascinating piece on robotic process automation, RPA they call it.
Great cheat.
Right. So here's the mission for all of us. Think of it this way. Imagine you're looking to inject some serious speed into your business.
Sounds good.
Could RPA be the answer? Could this be the magic bullet?
Well, let's find out. Now, one thing this piece keeps bringing up is turnaround time. TAT for short.
Ah, yes. TAT-T. That's the name of the game.
It is. Now, time is money. Yeah, we get it. But break it down for us. When TAT drags on and on, what really happens?
Oh, it's way more than just saving a few minutes here and there. Think big picture. Think customer satisfaction.
Oh, right.
People nowadays, they expect things like instantly, slow TAT. That's just a recipe for, well, frustrated customers, lost business even.
And we can't forget meter deadlines, keeping projects on track. It all comes back to TAT.
True.
And let's not forget the human cost. Employees doing the same boring tasks over and over, they get burned out. Faster TAT, that can actually boost morale and productivity.
So it's a win-win, really.
Absolutely.
Now, this source makes some pretty bold claims, saying RPA can automate, get this, data entry, reports, even some basic analysis. Sounds, well, almost too good to be true. Paint me a picture. What does this magic actually look like?
Okay. Picture this. A company drowning in invoices, mountains of them.
Oh, I've been there.
Someone has to manually open each one, type in all the data, file it. Ugh, it's a nightmare.
It's the worst.
RPA, it could handle all of that in a flash.
Wow.
Freeing up your team to do, actual thinking work, strategic stuff.
That's amazing. So it really is like having a whole team of virtual assistants.
That's the idea. And the studies are there to back it up. RPA can reduce invoice processing time by up to 80%.
80%. Wow. Okay, but hold on. The source does mention a catch. They say RPA is best for rule-based tasks. So does that mean it's only good for the simple stuff? What if things get, a bit more complicated?
You're right. Traditional RPA, it really does shine with those predictable, repeatable tasks.
Yeah.
But hold on, because things are evolving fast.
Okay.
We're starting to see something called AI-powered RPA. And this can handle more complex decision-making. So think of it like a spectrum of automation. Yeah.
Okay, a spectrum.
From those basic tasks all the way up to increasingly sophisticated processes.
Fascinating. So as a business grows, how does this RPA actually scale? What if, say, your orders suddenly explode? You go viral or something.
Well, scalability, that's where RPA really shines. Instead of scrambling to hire, train, onboard a whole bunch of new people, you just deploy more bots. It's like instant workforce expansion.
Like a virtual army of workers.
Exactly.
That you can just summon at will.
Precisely.
Wow. Okay, so 2-4 on operation. That sounds, well, appealing.
Right.
But are there any downsides to these bots always being on? What about, maintenance? Potential errors, glitches in the matrix?
Well, of course, no system is perfect. You're right to be cautious. RPA does require, oversight.
Right.
Maintenance. Got to make sure those bots are doing what they're supposed to, handling any exceptions that pop up, and keeping them updated. Processes change,
Makes sense. So you're not just setting them loose and forgetting about them?
Definitely not. It's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Now, another question that pops into my mind is, what about all the different software systems that companies use? Can RPA really bridge the gap between all those different platforms?
It's a valid concern. It really is.
Yeah.
But here's the beauty of RPA. Flexibility. It's designed to integrate with existing systems. Even if they're from different vendors, you don't have to throw everything out and start over.
Oh, thank goodness.
Right. There are all sorts of integration methods, from APIs to screen scraping, all kinds of things that let RPA interact with a whole variety of applications.
Wow, so it's like a universal translator for software.
That's one way to think about it.
Very cool. But, if RPA is all about following rules, doesn't that kind of make it inflexible? What happens when things change or there are, exceptions to the rule?
Ah, good question. That's where exception handling comes in. You can actually build logic into the RPA process to identify those situations that need a human touch.
Oh, okay. So it's not completely hands-off.
Definitely not. And as processes evolve, the bots can be updated.
So they can learn and adapt.
In a way, yes.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But, I do wonder, if we relied too heavily on automation, does that make a business inflexible in the long run? Kind of brittle?
It's a good point. It's a double-edged sword, really. Automation can make you incredibly efficient, but you have to maintain, human oversight.
Right, right.
Strategic decision-making. RPA should be there to complement human capabilities, not replace them entirely.
So it's all about balance, really.
Absolutely. It's about humans and machines working together.
Okay, so to sum it all up, RPA has the potential to, revolutionize turnaround times, improve accuracy, free up humans to do, more human things.
Exactly. And, it really raises a fascinating question. If we can automate so many of these mundane tasks, what does that mean for the future of work? What new possibilities will emerge when humans can focus on their unique strengths? That's something to think about, isn't it?
That's something to think about indeed. Food for thought, everyone. And that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.